Turner, who will make her 5th career start, her first of the season. Never played more than 28 minutes in the WNBA. She's 30 in her 2nd year in the league. 6'9", Brittany Griner, who averages 20 points and 8 rebounds per game. Phoenix brings in the league's number after Brittany Griner scored 35 points per game against Indiana last year. Achanwa got open, and Indiana on the board with their first basket. Diana Taurasi, maybe the MVP at the midway point of this season. Pretty remarkable considering it's her 14th season. And Sancho Little opens up the scoring for the Mercury. Bonner at 15 points per game is certainly a factor for Phoenix, and Bonner knocks down an early 3. 4% of their points from the starters, as that's over the outstretched arms of Griner. And now Kelsey Mitchell looking to put ahead to Tiffany Mitchell. Dupree had Griner from behind, and Candace Dupree gets it to go. Little hit one earlier, and Sancho Little has 4 quick points for Phoenix. Already a team that will typically just run 7 deep, and without January tonight, she's injured. A foot injury keeping her out. Griner backing in on Achanwa, and Brittany Griner has her first 2. Turner over to Bonner on the pump fake on the baseline, and the Mercury have an early 7-point lead. Mitchell will knock that one down from the corner. They'll say it's a 2, and back in transition, Bonner got free. Dupree said, look, when we get on the court, it's all business at that point. She's just another opponent. And Candace Dupree knocks down another, an early 6 points for Candace Dupree. And you know this game has to mean a lot to Dawana Bonner and Candace Dupree as Taurasi pulls up from 3 and got the roll. Diana Taurasi with a smirk. Leading scorer is Dawana Bonner. The second leading scorer is Candace Dupree. They have 13 of the game's 28 points as Dupree finds an open Achanwa. To the All-Star game, and I think certainly Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi, perhaps even Dawana Bonner will be headed there as well as Taurasi gets that one to go. Shooting well also at 6 of 11. But that 55% dwarfs the hot shooting early from Phoenix. Mitchell left alone straight away, and Kelsey Mitchell gets it to go. That game, although Hayes questionable tonight in Minnesota, could make her return, and the Fever are hoping Mavunga sooner rather than later. Here's a good test for it. Kayla Alexander and Brittany Griner. Bonner, Griner, and Taurasi, that trio has 18. Wheeler working on Mitchell. Good defense from Leilani Mitchell. Shot clock down to 9. Tiffany Mitchell on the fake attacks. Turner floats it in. Sent into the penalty with their next foul. Backdoor pass to Bonner, who beat Vivians at a foul. Mitchell underneath for Griner, and there is Erica McCall, who just checked in. The second-year pro comes up with a steal. Mitchell looking to attack. Stephanie Talbot is checked in. Back to an open Vivian. She knocks it down. It on Wednesday. That 3 pulls Indiana within 2. Back underneath to Griner, underneath, and that's easy for Brittany Griner, who now has 6. Griner with 6 points has yet to record a rebound. Dawana Bonner, though, a game-high 10. Mitchell steps back and hits another. And they play tomorrow. Good ball movement. Talbot from the corner hits a 3. They'll say it's a long 2, and Fever, by the way, have been charged with 8 fouls. Phoenix has committed just 2 of them. Wheeler found an open Alexander. Closer toward that perimeter. She is such a good rim protector as Taurasi hits a 3. Taurasi was fouled and has the opportunity at a 4-point play. Puts Phoenix back up by 5 as Wheeler steps back. She got that mismatch. Shot clock down to 7. Bonner using that Griner screen. Little into Griner, good position. Mitchell will pull up, launch a 3, and connects. Kelsey Mitchell has knocked down 3 from out there. She has 11. Taurasi open straight away. Diana Taurasi has 20. Although Mitchell got inside, and there's Griner. She felt like she was fouled. It wasn't called, and Turner streaks free. It was the very first do-or-die playoff game in league history. Vivians free in the corner, and Vivians gets it to go. As Bonner dips in, leaves it for Griner. Oh, that's an unselfish move from Dewana Bonner. Sent from the floor after shooting it at nearly 60% in the first. Bonner strikes free and knocks it down. To continue to shoot at the level she has, but wants to see at times the shot selection improve. Griner now has 16, just one rebound. Little steps in. And an offensive rebound for Phoenix, who's now out-rebounding Indiana 22-10. Bonner launches and connects. 7:30. As Wheeler over to Alexander, who gets Indiana on the board in the third. But Isaac Bennett whistling for the 8-second call is Taurasi from three. Ben Abdelkader on the drive, draws the double. Alexander is open, and Alexander connects. The Fever were at 61% from the floor after the first. They're now at 39% as Griner hangs and scores. A nifty hook shot from Brittany Griner, who has 18 points. Season a year ago, albeit a nice performance in the playoffs if they were too old, as Leilani Mitchell drives in at age 33, finds Griner in the second half in her last game at the Fieldhouse. Mitchell springs free. She's open from the corner, and Mitchell connects. Leilani Mitchell. This is the most that the Fever have trailed by all season. Good find. There's Mitchell to Achanwa. You have to wonder if that is it for a lot of these starters as Mitchell gets in on the drive and scores. This is Camille Little from three. And Tamika will be with us on the broadcast and can speak to this more on Sunday. Mitchell fires and hits. It was such a vital part of the banners hanging at Bankers Life Fieldhouse as Mitchell banks it in. January is the only player in the league that's been all defensive teams each of the last 6 seasons as Talbot connects on a three. Stephanie Talbot. Mitchell bouncing. Achanwa with a nice move around Robinson. And there's Natalie Achanwa with maybe the play of the night for Indiana. Mitchell launches and hits. Kelsey Mitchell now 5 of 10 from the three-point line. She has 19. Talbot, that was a nice-looking move around Achanwa. And that oftentimes does not lead to many minutes together. Robinson rolling, drives the baseline, got it in a foul. The story of this game really turned in the second quarter. Wheeler rolls it in. Changed the tenor of this one. Dewana Bonner has checked back in. There's Wheeler with a jump shot over the much taller Dewana Bonner. Asia Taylor has checked back in on the drive. She hangs and finds Kayla Alexander. Was shared, if you can use that, by Tamika Catchings and Jackie Moore. In 2002, they combined for 76 as Kayla Alexander scores. Talbot off the double. Robinson finds a streaking Little towards the basket. Yvonne Turner up and under, and Turner's 2 of 8 from the floor and has struggled to score. Ben Abdelkader is hobbled a bit. She has 7 assists and 8 rebounds. McCall will have to get rid of it and hits. And Robinson across for Turner. She's open, and Yvonne Turner buries a three. 7. I guess technically they would be tied in the standings, but a game behind in the loss column. Taylor with the final shot of the night rolls it in off the glass, and that'll put an end to this one as the Mercury use a 16-point advantage in the second quarter, and they beat the Fever by 18 on this.